What's going on, YouTube? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at IronFactory's Lord Scorpion, the comic book version. Its model number is IF-EX-18. Let's open them up and take a look. The coloring on Lord Scorpion and the overall look of the figure is absolutely fantastic. I cannot fault IronFactory at all in any way with the way this figure looks. The head sculpt is spot on perfect. Lord Scorpion's posability is also quite good. There's ball joints and hinges and swivels everywhere. Everything bends and moves exactly the way you expect it to. He does have some kibble on the back, thanks to the scorpion bits back there, that do, well, they get in the way of posability just a little bit, but everything is forgivable simply because he looks so good. And yes, he can even pinch. The figure comes with two accessories, well, technically three, but I'll show you the third one in a minute. The first up is his classic shield with the opening and closing pincers, and then his gun, which is molded in two different versions of plastic, the gray ABS and then the clear or translucent orange. And the gun is able to be held in his, well, claws very, very well, thanks to this wonderful little slot on the inside of the claws that the guns peg into. Awesome. What's even better about the figure is that not only are the cannons posable, but he's also a headmaster. Flip up the top of the chrome dome and then flip out this tiny little headmaster that is so tiny. I mean, really tiny. It's half the height of a Titan Master. It's not even an inch tall. The figure's final accessory is this little insert that can go into either one of the claws at the base, you know, where the gun pegs in. And I think this is for holding weapons or other figures. It honestly, though, it kind of looks like a beer stein or like a beer glass, an Energon flask. For the figure's transformation, we will start off by removing the silver pieces on the sides of his legs. It's actually not the easiest thing to get off. If you have nails, you're going to need them, as in fingernails. If you don't, get a plastic spudger of some sort, because these do not come off easy. So the first mode we're actually going to tackle is the base mode. Start off with, put the arms forward and fold them up as close to the head as they will go, like that. Then take the feet and collapse the feet, well, the toes and the ankles, or I'm sorry, the heels down. Then take the legs and flip them all the way out like that. And then turn them so that the backs of the legs are facing up towards the top of the figure. Now that we've got the arms and legs positioned correctly, we come to the backpack. Now the backpack needs to actually spin 180. So what we're going to do is actually pull the backpack a little bit and pull the chest, loosening the backpack, and then spin it around. And this is actually a little bit difficult to do because of the way the legs are, and you just kind of have to spin and get everything out of the way like that. And then we can straighten the robot back up again and reach up, grab the tail, fold it down, twist it around, and then fold it up into place like that, like the original G1 base mode. And then with that done, we can then grab the tail blaster and flip it underneath like so. And it's kind of supposed to sit a little bit like this. Next, we will fold the back all the way down and then get the legs situated, or the scorpion legs. So the front, or what will be the front scorpion legs, kind of curl out like that, and then the others will all point up and off in different directions. What I ended up doing with the scorpion legs was something that the back of the box, or back of the container, yeah, what they're doing on the back of the box pretty much is putting the scorpion legs up more around the city mode than what the actual directions show. They all have them pointing out and spreading out as opposed to pointing up like this. I think this is a better look. Next, we'll come to the shield, grab the shield and fold it in half like that, and this will peg into, this little peg will peg into what was the crotch in robot mode, like so, and then we're just going to put the shields on the back, or the bottoms of the pincers. And by the bottom of the pincers, I mean on the tops of the pincers with them turned to the side. And here we have the base mode, and it's okay. I do have the feet turned the wrong way. According to the directions, they are supposed to be pointing up like that. So yeah, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly serviceable. I think it's okay. I don't think I've got everything quite lined up, though. It's definitely the weaker of the three modes. It's not bad. Returning the figure to bot mode, which takes just but a few moments, we are going to get into the Scorpion mode. Now, to start with the Scorpion mode, we're going to first remove all of the accessories again. We can leave the head in or not. The directions don't really say, in all honesty. The first thing we're going to do is open up the chest and flip out this little guard, flip it all the way out, then flip the chest back up and cover the face with this little shield, like so. Next, we're going to come to the shins and break his shins. Like that. Just snap his shins clean in half, and then collapse his heels and his toes. Now that the feet have been thoroughly collapsed, we'll just fold the rest of the legs up to his chest, and they will actually peg into place onto the tops of the thighs. And then we can take the guns that are at the back of his shins and turn them forward. They are on pegs, so if they do come unpegged, you can just, put them right back on, like that. Next, we'll come to the arms and fold them straight up, pointing towards the heavens. Next, situate the cannons so they're pointing forward. You don't really have to do this right now, but I like to. Come to the back of the bug mode and flip out the bug legs, like that. And really, these bug legs look more like a giant 8-legged hand or 8-fingered hand than bug legs. Fold the chest forward a little bit and spin the bug legs 180 degrees again. And then fold the chest back into place, like that. Next, we'll take the tail that's underneath the bug and flip it out, spin it 180, flip it up, and it looks like it's supposed to peg into the back here, but it kind of does and doesn't at the same time, if that makes any sense. And then flip the scorpion stinger forward and pose the legs, and then reattach the silver pieces. The Scorpion mode we end up with is really, really cool. It holds together very well, except for this little section back here with the tail, and overall works really nicely. You can get the arms, or I should say the pincers, out of the way of the legs a little bit better, and the legs are actually strong enough that they can hold the figure up with no problem. You just have to, pose it well, and as we all know, I'm really bad at posing figures. I just am. Overall, it's a fantastic figure. It's not a very big figure. It's shorter than a current deluxe class Titans Returns figure, but I love it. I absolutely love this set. One thing I did forget to show you is you can take the shield and open the shield all the way up, and it will peg into the bottom of the bug mode like that. So you get a second pair of pincers. Haven't figured out where to put the gun yet. I know you can put it on the figure somewhere, but the directions, they don't even tell you where you can put it. So, okay, whatever. Leave it off to the side. Anyway, I think it's a fantastic figure and definitely worth having in your collection, especially if you're a Scorponok fan. So IronFactory continues to knock these figures out of the park and do a fantastic job with them. Highly recommend picking up Lord Scorpion. So gang, thank you for watching this video review. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will catch you next time.